Skinny fat is the description for those who seem thin but have little muscular mass and significant body fat. This can be deceptive since their thin body would make them seem to be healthy. But the lack of muscular tone mixed with too much body fat might cause health problems comparable to those experienced by overweight people. Those wishing to increase their body composition must first understand skinny fat. It emphasizes the significance of emphasizing growing muscle in addition to weight loss. This double attention guarantees a better and more beautiful body. We will look at ways to reduce efficiently and build to lose thin fat without losing muscle. One must use a well-rounded strategy including lifestyle changes, nutrition, and exercise. Bulking seeks to build muscle mass without running across too much fat. Keep daily calorie excess of 250 to 500 calories. This gives just enough energy for muscular development without appreciable weight increase. Stress the need of protein daily consumption should be 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. Basics in your diet should be lean. Protein sources include beans, fish, and poultry. Emphasizing compound workouts including squats, deadlifts, and bench presses, resistance training is absolutely vital. These workouts maximize muscular development by working many muscle groups concurrently. To really activate muscular fibers, combine hypertrophy training with heavy lifting. Track your development and correct as necessary. Using body fat calipers or bioelectrical impedance, routinely evaluate your body composition. If you find too much weight gain, cut your calorie count somewhat or schedule more exercising. This harmony guarantees that you keep on target for building muscle without needless fat buildup. Keystones of success are consistency and monitoring. Turning from bulking to reducing calls for meticulous preparation to maintain muscle mass. The aim is to keep muscles while progressively lowering body fat. Start by gradually cutting 200 to 300 calories from your calorie count. Add more heart-pumping aerobic activity to your program. Although cardio burns fat, one must not overdo it. For 20 to 30 minutes 3-4 times a week, try moderate intensity cardio sessions include brisk walking or cycling. Keep your protein consumption the same high degree as during bulking. Muscle preservation under a calorie restriction depends on protein. Stay on your resistance training program. Even at a calorie deficit, lifting weights signals your body to preserve the muscle it already has. Consider the feedback your body provides. Track your energy, gym performance, and changes in body composition. Based on what you find, modify your workout and diet. This proactive strategy guarantees a seamless bulking to cutting transition, therefore reducing muscle loss and encouraging fat reduction. Cutting fat and keeping muscle calls for discipline and accuracy. Try to create a 500 calorie daily modest calorie deficit. This pace is maintainable and less prone to induce muscular loss. Maintaining adequate protein consumption will help you to preserve your muscle mass. Studies indicate that eating 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight will assist preserve muscle under a calorie deficit. Pay especially attention to lean protein sources such as fish, tofu, and chicken breast. Still, a top focus should be strength training. Resistance exercises give the required stimulus for muscle preservation, therefore helping to preserve muscle mass. To cover all facets of muscular retention, mix hypertrophy work with heavy lifting. Steer clear of greatly raising your cardio since this can cause muscle loss. Rather, progressively include it and track how it affects your muscle mass. Make sure you sleep at least 7 to 8 hours per night and schedule rest days for your exercise schedule. In the cutting phase, rest and recovery are equally crucial as workout and diet. Both bulking and reducing stages depend much on diet. During bulking, concentrate on eating a caloric excess with meals high in nutrients. The bulk of your diet should be lean proteins, complex carbs, and good fats. When trimming, move to a calorie deficit while preserving muscle mass. Protein is still essential, but modify carbohydrates and fats to encourage fat reduction. Maintaining steady energy levels and general health depend on complex carbs and good fats. Hydration is absolutely essential. Try for 8 glasses of water minimum daily. Mealtime can also be important. Smaller, more frequent meals help to improve muscle maintenance and help to preserve energy levels. Eating meals high in proteins close to your exercise times will help muscles repair and grow. Phases depend on a healthy diet as well. Both bulking and reducing phases depend critically on exercise. Emphasize increasing overload during bulking. In your strength training program, progressively raise the weight, frequency, or repetitious count. Foundation of your workouts should be compound motions including bench presses, deadlifts, and squats. Maintaining workout intensity will help to preserve muscle mass in the cutting stage. Use additional supersets and circuit exercise to raise calorie burn and maintain a heart rate. While used differently, cardio should be incorporated throughout both periods. Use cardio sparingly throughout bulking to keep cardiovascular health without burning too many calories. Cardio becomes more crucial in the cutting phase for producing a calorie loss. Choose swimming, cycling, or brisk walking among modest intensity cardio activities. Consistency is absolutely crucial. Frequent workouts guarantee consistent improvement. Maintaining muscle mass during several periods of your fitness path depends on following your training program. Phase success of bulking and reducing depends much on lifestyle choices. Try 7 or 8 hours of sleep every night to help muscles recuperate and general health is maintained. Good sleep improves performance and aids in hormone control of hunger. Equally vital is stress management. Higher cortisol levels brought on by chronic stress can encourage fat storage and muscle loss, by means of which add stress-reducing techniques such as activities you enjoy, deep breathing exercises, and meditation. Advance your meal, workout, and rest day planning. This guarantees that you are always striving for your objectives and enables you to keep on track. Meal planning guarantees you have quick access to nutritious food and can save time. Whether you join a club, locate a workout buddy, or participate in online fitness communities, surround yourself with a positive environment. Support helps you to stay responsible and driven. Your fitness path can be much changed by a good and motivating surroundings. Many typical errors can cause you to regress in phases of bulking and reducing. One common mistake is not precisely monitoring your calorie count. Either overestimating or underestimating calories might cause either insufficient fat loss during cutting or insufficient muscle growth during bulking. Track your everyday intake with a food diary or a smartphone app. One further error is ignoring protein intake. Development and preservation of muscles depend on proteins. Make sure you are every day getting enough protein to help with your fitness objectives. Moreover, impeding development can be skipping meals or irregular eating habits. Maintaining energy levels and muscle mass depends on consistent, well-balanced meals. Another regular problem is overtraining. Exercise too much without enough rest and you run the danger of injuring yourself or losing muscles. Plan rest days and guarantee your workout is balanced. Steer clear of sudden dietary or exercise modification changes. Less likely to induce muscular atrophy and more maintainable are gradual changes. One of the major challenges can be lack of patience. Losing weight and building muscles are slow processes. Keep constant and acknowledge little successes. Actual success stories can be quite inspiring and offer insightful analysis. Consider John, who used to be a skinny, overweight man. John began his path with an eye toward a balanced diet and a regimented exercise program. Into his meals, he included lean proteins, sophisticated carbohydrates, and good fats. His workout consisted in compound motions and gradual overload. John developed major muscle mass without too much fat over 6 months. He subsequently entered a cutting phase, progressively decreasing his calorie count and adding some modest aerobics. John kept his muscle mass by keeping his protein intake and doing strength exercise, therefore reducing fat. Another such is Sarah, who adopted a similar strategy. Sarah first concentrated on dropping weight but soon discovered she was losing muscle too. She changed her approach to include greater strength building and higher protein consumption. Her metamorphosis over a year was amazing, displaying altruism and health. These tales underline the need of a sensible strategy, consistency, and patience. With the correct strategy, one can totally reach a balanced and healthy body composition. Knowing the idea of skinny fat helps one to realize the importance of emphasizing both muscular development and fat reduction. Following the bulking and cutting techniques will help people to efficiently change their bodies without losing muscular mass. Key tactics are stressing protein intake, keeping a little calorie surplus during bulking, and including complex exercises. Turning to cutting calls for a slow calorie reduction, preservation of protein levels, and balancing of cardio against strength training. This process is much aided by diet, exercise, and lifestyle choices, as well as by, crucially, avoid common errors such as improper calorie tracking, inadequate protein intake, and overtraining. Success tales from the actual world inspire, and evidence of their effectiveness comes from them. Reaching your fitness objectives is within grasp with consistency, patience, and the correct techniques. Keep dedicated, make wise changes if needed, and acknowledge your development. Looking for high-quality supplements backed by Dr. Andrew Huberman himself? Check out the links in the description below and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you've learned anything new or anything of value.